I just got home. I haven't even logged off of my logbook yet. The fucking goats are in the hayfield. I bet you David just turned them loose and ran to Bolivar. Cindy just called me, said that David called and they were going to Bolivar. Wanted her to go, but she didn't want to go because she doesn't trust them because they're backstabbers and whatnot. So then, so I know he's in Bolivar right now. And so I'm driving down the road in the big truck and I see some stuff in the hayfield, which is not my hayfield. If it was my field, I wouldn't care so much. But this guy's growing hay over here and the goats keep coming over here and eating his hay. And it's like expensive hay. And he's gonna get the goats shot if he ain't careful. That's why I gotta sell the goats. I don't know where they are, but they probably ran home. All right. I don't want to go all the way down this driveway. This is Skylar and Jackie's driveway, but I think the goats probably went home. So I'm going to back out of here. And see if they went home, but I'm going to go ahead and honk my horn a little bit to scare them home if they aren't already heading that way. I'll bet you $20,000 the gate's open. Actually, I ain't got that kind of money, but you know what I mean. I'm willing to bet $100. The gate's open. You just open the gate and let them run, even though he knows that they'll come over here to the hayfield, just like they did. It's gonna get me in trouble because I'm the owner. Well, he's partial owner, but most of them are my goats. I own the land. I own most of the goats. He doesn't give a shit. I wish I could drive this car in the back, but I can't. So, hopefully it's not too muddy. I was going to go over to Bill's. Well, Cindy wants me to go over to Bill's now and address my issue with David because I got a problem. I got a big problem. I'll do my logbook later. I'm gonna put some different shoes on because these shoes, they're brand new. I'm gonna put my mud boots on. I'm gonna pause this. Well, I guess I'll keep recording so I can rant. I can vent. So basically, a lot of people have been telling me I need to get rid of David for quite a while. And I didn't realize he was as bad as he is. But apparently they saw through him better than I did. You know, sometimes we can see things that other people can't. It's like Jerry Diamond. I saw through him right away, but David didn't. Unfortunately, David's just like Jerry Diamond. Maybe I'll post this on my Babylon website too, or YouTube too, because you know, you got to watch out for these people who preach the gospel, because a lot of them are wolves in sheep's clothing, and I'm afraid to admit that my so-called friend David Ray is one of them. He's a worthless eater. He's a bum. I just had another associate basically tell me he's a bum. And he said I put up with him a lot longer than he could have. He says, I can't believe you did it this long. He pretty much ostracized the both of us because he can't stand David. And I wasn't really sure if that was the reason or not, but now I know. And yeah. So I gotta get rid of David so I can find somebody reliable, because he basically runs everybody off. He acts like he's the dictator here. He acts like he owns this land and he runs the show and he calls the shots. He tells me what to do like he's my ruler. Yet he walks around preaching, Jesus says that no man should rule over another. Like, preaches that so that other people don't rule over him and he can get the other hand. You know, upper hand. You know, it's kind of like they always preach to turn the other cheek. Well, they only do that because they're trying to make you subservient to them. That's why I hate a lot of these religious organizations and people, because they use the Bible to victimize people. And I hate that. I hate it with a passion. And unfortunately, my so-called friend is one of those Pharisees, one of those hypocrites, one of those wolves in sheep's clothing. And the more I learn, the more I get pissed off, because he's a problem. And I should not have put up with the problem as long as I have. Get back. Go. You know, 10 years wasted. Come on. Go home. Get back. Get back in the yard. Every single one of them's out, betcha. Except for the Kikos. The Kikos don't seem to leave the yard for some reason. I got a home for all these chickens. Good thing I got my boots. Yeah, it's pretty wet back here. I'm willing to bet $100 the gate's open. He just let them out. I mean, they are escape artists, some of them. Well, not all of them are out. Maybe he didn't let them out. Maybe they let themselves out. But I'm gonna have to get some food to coax them back into the yard. Anyways, I gotta sell these animals. I just can't do this anymore. And even if they did let themselves out, it's his job to look after things while I'm gone. He was supposed to secure stuff, but he doesn't care, you know? It's like, I gotta come home and do everything. Hey, I hear you had some babies. I'll come back and check on them in a minute. I gotta take care of these goats. And the wasps are out. And he didn't put the clip on this thing to secure it to keep the raccoons from getting in it. And it's almost empty. That's all right. I'm gonna be getting rid of the goats soon anyways. I'm not buying any more food. I'm gonna tell him he has to buy it. That should not be as empty as it is. Oh wait, this ain't for you guys. Go away. Oh, here, let me distract them. All right, cool. They're distracted. Hi, Mimi. I mean, he knows the goats are getting out, and I know where approximately they're getting out, but he doesn't seem to care. No, I mean, I don't care if a couple of them get out. But nearly all of them are out. Come on, Trig. I got a home for Trig. I gotta figure out where they're getting out, and I gotta secure it so they don't get out. Matt! What the fuck? I guess they figured out how to get out on their own. This place is in such a disarray because he just trashes stuff, doesn't care about nothing, and I gotta come home and clean up after his ass. Hang on, let me dump this. There you go, fight over that. Ow. I gotta figure out how they're getting out. And you guys are not supposed to be in there. So the baby's in? Good. I gotta get homes for these guys. I'm done selling everything. David was supposed to move that cage over here, and he refused. He refuses to do anything I asked him to do. He only wants to do what he wants to do as if he's the ruler. And I'm fucking sick and tired of it. Matt! Alright. I guess they let themselves out. I don't know how they did it. I gotta do something about it because he won't. This is what I come home to. Problems. Because he don't care. He just doesn't care.